Hi Scorpios, this is Tarot-blee Accurate. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. If you're new, welcome. I hope you come back. If you're coming back, thanks for liking my videos, for your comments, for subscribing. You're the reason why I do these. So we are going to do this reading for June 16th through July 16th, and this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And then the other thing is that we're going to do like a general theme for this month, as well as your career, your home life, and your love stuff if you are coupled, and then also if you are single. Okay. I don't even want to do this reading now because I'm feeling kind of bad about what everything is saying for your general theme. But keep in mind, this is a general reading. So here's the deal. It probably won't apply to everybody, and maybe it'll get better as we go along. But so far, for the general theme, what's jumping out here bums me. Don't let that be a reason, though, to end the video now or to give it a thumbs down quite yet. Follow it through the end because maybe it'll get better, okay? Having the information helps you to know what to do with it so you have a better outcome. So the Lover's card in reverse. This could be taken a couple of different ways. Could be a breakup. It could just be poor communication between you and your partner. It could also mean that the person that you're with is not so good at being a lover. This could also just mean, dissolving partnerships in the workplace. This could be taken a lot of different ways, but usually this is just poor communication for one reason or another with a partner. Now, this is a lack of deep emotional connection to them. Now, this is why I didn't want to start with this, because I feel like a lot of you are going to think like, oh, my relationship is doomed. It doesn't necessarily mean that. This could be an outside circumstance. This could be because of work or anything like that. Something is interfering in your ability to communicate as often as you used to or usually do, and emotionally connect and bond, okay? So it could be that your relationship is over and you should move on from it, but it could also be that it's just like circumstances are preventing you from being at your best with them right now, okay? This could also mean that you're breaking up with somebody because they're not your soulmate, they're not the person you're supposed to be with. But it'll resonate for you in one way or another, and the way that it makes you feel the hardest is how you should take it, okay? Now, here's the good news, is that instead of being sad about it, you're focused on the good things about it. You're not letting it affect you emotionally too much. So that's what kind of makes me think it might be an outside circumstance. Like, you're logical and you go, you know what? Even though I'm a Scorpio and I'm a water sign and I feel things on extremes, I feel things very deeply, I'm a very emotional person, I'm not letting my emotions get the best of me, and I'm not wallowing in pain over this. Like, I'm still focusing on the goodness. You might have to defend your decision to do that. You might feel like you need to defend yourself a little bit this month, your choices, your actions, things like that. And you might not be feeling particularly connected to the spirit world, to the divine, as much as you recently have. Now, why is that? Because that's kind of important, and that means you might not even see this video. It's because you're challenged to make a decision as to which way you're going to go. You have all of the information that you need, okay, to make the right decision, but you're just not allowing yourself to really see that or think about it. You don't want to. You can make the decision right now, but you don't want to. What's the advice, just generally, for Scorpios? We've got the Sun in reverse, which is weird for advice. That's also weird for advice. And let's try to make this all make sense. All right, guys. Angels, what's up here? Give me some information so this makes more sense for advice. Okay, here we go. This is what it is. Realize that not at every moment in your life you have everything that you want at once, okay? Sometimes you have certain aspects of different things. You need to apply certain focus in certain areas, and that'll be different for everybody, but you don't often or always have everything, like the whole world, all of the sun, all of the joy, all of the everything at one time. Now, you might not have been thinking about things enough. Now, typically, this is a card about ruminating too much, having anxiety, depression, like just thinking yourself in a tizzy, but you might not be thinking about things enough. Just kind of pushing them to the side, going with the flow, which is usually great, but maybe now you need to bring in a little bit of your logical thought because you're not able right now to really radiate your sunshine and joy to other people. And that's okay, because what do you care about about other people? But by doing so, by smiling more, by being more of your creative, funny, silly self, it makes you feel happier to get the vibes that you give out to other people. They send them right back to you. Right now, you're just told to know, you may be bogged down with work. I feel like that's what's going on for a lot of people, and it's just affecting other areas of their life. But it's not more than you can bear. And then, it feels burdensome right now, but once you get past this, I think that that things will be better, and that's what your cards are saying. So speaking of work, let's go right into career. What's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising? This is interesting. Shifts. Some of you are leaving a career or an aspect of your career or a job, or maybe you had a full-time job and then a part-time job, a couple days a month. Maybe you're leaving that behind. But there's definitely some sort of maybe you're leaving certain responsibilities behind because you got a promotion, something like that. But you're leaving something behind and you're a little bit excited about it and you're happy. You're looking backwards at those things, but you know what? That what's next is better for you, even though those things were still good and they were, kind of true to who you are. So you're getting excited and you're getting amped up and you have all this creativity and passion for what you're doing and you're just going ahead with it, and that's really great. So now this makes more sense as to why your relationships might be affected because you're putting so much enthusiasm and work and energy into career or job. Even if you're not working, it could be just work that you do generally, in your home. If you're a homemaker, keeping it clean, keeping your kids on a schedule, that sort of a thing, okay? So you have all these creative, exciting ideas and just kind of blazing ahead with those. Now, what's going on for you in your home life? Or at your home. Sometimes this comes out as your actual home, if things are going to break. But sometimes this comes out the people who are closest to you, your family or your best friends. So we'll see how it comes out for you, Scorpios. This is June 16th through July 16th, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if people are telling you fibs, if they're not keeping you up to date with what they're doing, usually you'd be okay, I need to get to the bottom of this. I need to get to the truth. Right now you don't even care. You're just whatever. You're so not interested in what's going on with other people right now, which is strange because you're such an emotional person. So focused. As I said that, I looked at the clock and it said 8:48 as far as time goes into the video. 8s are all about career and endless possibility, and 4 is about stability. So you're trying to create stability and opportunity for yourself, and I think that that's going well, and that's kind of why all of your energy is there. What else in home life? So talking about new opportunities for stability that will bring you happiness and joy and not really feeling suspicious and emotional about it as you usually would. So maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe you're talking about it, but you're not doing it yet. But any hesitations or moodiness you might have about it, oh, I'm bittersweet about it, I'm excited, I'm sad, any emotion about it, you're not really thinking. It's more just logical thought right now, and it's talks. It's not really action or planning. What is going on for single Scorpios? You got to totally close the door on an ex, whether they're an ex from 10 years ago that you still think about, that you still have those memories of, before you can move on to something like new and better, or if it's something recent. It's just that the door has to totally close so that you can welcome in new, really better things. What else for single Scorpios? It's become imminently clear to me that I do need to make a video on cutting cords. I just don't know that I have the time. It's been on my list for like 3 months now. But I will tell you, you don't have to put all that much ritual into it. I think there's a lot of videos out there. People have read up on it, like how to do it. Great. Doesn't matter how you do it. It's not going to work, though. The trick is to actually want to. Okay? That's where people mess up. It's not about the ritual. It's not about anything except for actually wanting to cut the cord. Once you get in that place of mind, all you do is simply ask, like, hey, angels, God, like, can you cut this cord of attachment for me? And you might have to cut it a couple times. But you have to actually want to, or it's not going to work. Okay, anyway. New exciting beginnings for you if you can actually close that door, okay? And it's just like fancy free and feeling great and off on a new adventure, and who cares where I end up, because everything's wonderful and sunshine is perfect and I'm excited and I'm feeling good and yay! So if there is ever a time to cut a cord, to really decide that you want to move on to something better, it's now, okay? So, for those of you who are single, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rise. No, that was single. I'm sorry. I meant if you're coupled. But maybe singles need one more card. I think that's why that came out of my mouth that way. So, those of you who are single, Scorpios, one more thing here. Oh, yeah, you're not tied to anything. This is just reaffirming, like, if you are in that place, like most of you, maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you're ready. Just go out there, have a good time, have the fun that you have. It's great. But for the rest of you, like, you have no reason to be tied to them anymore. You can escape them whenever you want. There is really no reason to be attached. So look forward to cutting your cords of attachment. Move on. Okay. But that's for like maybe 30% of you. I would say the rest of you maybe are okay, ready to go. Okay, for coupled Scorpios, what do we have June 16th through July 16th? A whole mess of things. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Here. I apologize. Thanks for your patience. These cards are just jumping all over the place. There must be a lot to say for coupled Scorpios. Okay, here we go. Within your relationship, you might not be offered the love that you want. You might not be getting as much love as you want, or in the way that you want it. Okay, so it's not about you being able to receive it. It's more about the other person like giving it to you in the first place. So love right now is challenging in your relationships just because you are so focused on this creative thing, on this job, on this whatever that you've really put a lot of your passion into. But you're challenged also to really think about things in your relationship. You're just kind of backburnering them, putting them to the side and not focusing in on them, maybe because you don't want to feel about it. You're just like, you're challenged though to think more about it actually, which is a rarity for Scorpios. Some of you are not looking at the world at large. You're only looking within your sphere. Okay, so that could be that you're only looking at your side of things. You might not be looking at how things are out in the actual world for your partner, or how they perceive things to be for you. Okay, because like I said, that communication piece is maybe missing with them right now. Now, some of you are just not really feeling overflowing with emotion for them right now, which is also a rarity for a Scorpio. You're just not, you right now. In regards to that, like, so some of you might have fallen out of love. Others of you are just not really feeling super overly in love right now. You're in that comfortable stage in your relationship, that comfortable time. But others of you, you're just not focused on the feelings. You're just more focused on your work. That's the song. That's the theme for you this month. So you're laying down, though, good foundation. And it's like in your relationship, you've had to wait so long for what it is that you want, what it is that you want to come from it. You've had to wait so long. And it's like you finally think, like, I'm getting close to getting what I want. I kind of want to, I'm so close. And it's like, you gotta wait a little bit longer, but you can start to see it coming together now. But that's concerning for you a little bit because now you don't have the same emotions about it because it's almost like you've given up a little bit. Even though now, so it's kind of like, okay, what I've always wanted, I'm about to get it. Like, I can see it. Like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I've waited so long, I don't give a fudge anymore. And that's why you don't want to think about it. Because you don't want to have to make a decision like that. You don't want to be like, this is what I always wanted and now I don't want to take it. You don't want to have to be there. So that's why you're challenged to think about it, because think about what it is that you really want. Right now your life is out of balance. And it's not like you're confused about what it is that you want necessarily. It's like you're confused about whether you feel like you still want it. It's like you've always known what you wanted. It's not murky. It's not muddy. It's not confusing. But it's just like now you're wondering if what you've wanted all along and, you don't have to wait that much longer to get is going to emotionally fulfill you. Because before you thought it would and now you don't know. So what's your advice? You've got one more challenge card here. Saying try to find stability and a new perspective. Try to think about other ways that you could feel stable, because a lot of you are waiting. You are hoping for stability in your relationship, for things to get to a certain point where all of a sudden you're like, okay, now I can take a deep breath and relax and everything's perfect and wonderful. Try to reimagine what stability looks like for you. Okay? What else? It's saying have creative thoughts on that. Maybe what you thought you always wanted and you're about to get should be modified. Maybe you want to have a communication, a little talk about that with your partner. Okay, now let's get into the advice, though, for those of you who are feeling this way. That's tough. What should you do? Don't give more to your partner than they give to you. Make sure that everything is balanced in regards to that. If you're always giving to them, stop, knock it off, and see what they give back to you. Okay, that's your advice, and then that'll make it more clear for you. So, sorry, it wasn't the most like sunshine and rainbows reading ever, but I hope that it helps some of you because that's the point of doing them. Okay, see you soon, Scorpios. Bye.